was the defensive coordinator and defensive line coach.
First down Saskatchewan. Mike Saunders gets another first down Saskatchewan across midfield. They're in Hamilton territory on a gain of 12.
So it's Don Southern's turn to do the coaching because his defense is on the field, and then Greg Marshall, the student, will get a chance later on in the game.
His prize pupil Joe Montford having a tougher game tonight as he did last week against the Calgary Stampeder. First and 10. The Tiger Cat 53. Saskatchewan. 11:17 to go till the third quarter is over. Completes the pass. Looks like Joe Montford is hurt. That's completed to Dan Farthing on the play for another green and white first down. And Joe Montford, sorry Glenn, standing back near midfield.
Yeah, he was real slow to get up. He was working with or fighting with Sean Daniels on the play. You just see Montford, number 53. He just got the one-on-one on the fullback. He kind of slipped on the play and then
Montford
really was slow getting up after that. Looked like his knee may have locked out there. Definitely reached for that right leg, but it happened on the slip.
Well, for all the injuries the Ticats have had to deal with, especially on defense for Don Southern, this is even more terrible news. Now, bear in mind that Jeff Cummins is also injured and out up front, and of course they have the injuries to the defensive backs. Joe Montford with a sizable lead on Montreal's Alfred Payton for the sack lead.
Well, yeah, you see what Joe Montford has done in the league this year, runaway leader so far, and when you consider Hamilton has 46 sacks, which also leads the CFL. Joe Montford has almost half of them. That's quite a loss to see him limping off the field. Don Southern obviously has to be concerned when he watches 53 limp like that.
Getting off the field on his own, however, really favoring that leg. Heading off very slowly. And with Saskatchewan moving the football, bad news, I mean, let alone the game, but just this drive not having him in there. The ball at the 39-yard line, Hamilton, after the completion to Dan Farthing.
Well, Tim Fleischer is on the roster, so maybe a chance for him to get into the lineup with Montford out.
First down, Sarkisian. Shovel pass. Zarka. He looks to be fine. I don't think the neck's bothering him at all as he gets another Saskatchewan first down at the 22.
Well, when you have an injury on the defensive line, call a play that will take advantage of any changes they may make. Now, Tim Fleischer's in the game, but the whole defensive line is the victims here. They get great penetration because the offensive line for Saskatchewan wants them to. They want them to get way down 3-4 yards into the backfield, so that'll open up Zarka coming out of the backfield. He has been their secret weapon. Little screen passes or shovel passes, just like you saw there, have been pretty effective with Chris Zarka.
Another first down. Sarkisian airing it out. Touchdown, Riders. And it's Ousmane Tounkara.
Well, when you're in a must-win, it's nice to have the lead. We talked about the 13th fan. They're pretty excited here in Saskatchewan right now.
Ousmane Tounkara, the rookie out of the University of Ottawa, tried the NFL and coming back to the CFL, lands in Saskatchewan and picks up the touchdown, a big touchdown for Saskatchewan.
Well, you know, he's working on Gerald Vaughn, and Gerald Vaughn really hasn't had a chance to see Ousmane Tounkara very often.
The conversion by Paul McCallum. Saskatchewan has added to its lead thanks to Ousmane Tounkara from Steve Sarkisian. 20.
Play Safeway's $1 Million Touchdown to Win for your chance to win $1 million. Participating products include Post Honey Toasted Shredded Wheat or Golden Honey Shreddies, Arriba Tortilla Thins, Sunripe Juice. Now there's a million more reasons to shop at Safeway, today's better way.
Last year, he was one of the top players in Canadian University football, went to training camp with the Washington Redskins, this year, released before the start of the season and signed on with Saskatchewan. And right now especially, Jim Daly is glad that he did. With the scoring drive finished off, the pass to Tunkara and a bigger lead for the Riders.
Well, the big play to Zarka that set it up, and then Tunkara comes up with a 22-yard catch, and he's really getting an opportunity to play tonight because Rick Walters was injured last week. He is usually that extra receiver for Saskatchewan, but because of his injury, he had to sit this one out, which gave Usman Tunkara another chance at it, and boy, he takes full advantage.
He had a great year last year with Ottawa U. Sadly for him and another outstanding GG, Chris Abraire, they did not have a good day against UBC. The Thunderbirds dominating and winning the Vanier and Skydome last November. The highlight so far in his young pro career, though, for Usman Tunkara, the touchdown. And the Riders with a 24-9 lead, playing a great game tonight at Taylor Field against the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who have the ball on a good return by Ronald Williams up at the 44-yard line. Return of 23 yards.
Well, when you go back to that touchdown from Usman Tunkara, he did a nice job, especially as a rookie, to read that Rob Hitchcock was out of the middle of the safety position, and Sarkisian finds him, and it really is just an opportunity for him to get into the middle because there's no safety help. When you go to this, look, you see Thompson, Larry Thompson going down the seam on the other side. Well, Rob Hitchcock to the right of your screen right there went the wrong way.
Tiger Cats in a bigger hole now. Speaking of big holes, there's one for Ronald Williams. Still on his feet and across the 40-yard line to the Saskatchewan 38. What a game for Williams so far. A pickup of 28 yards.
Well, yeah, no question about it now. Hamilton Tiger Cats have to try and steal back some momentum, and they have to do it right away if they want a chance to win this football game and keep control of first place in the East Division. This is the key drive for them, no question, and a field goal isn't going to do it.
Too many times tonight, the Tiger Cats have pressed and moved impressively, only to come up with 3 instead of 7. They're on the move again. McManus throwing and incomplete. And a flag on the play as McManus looks on in what has been a very frustrating evening for him. Looks to be going against Saskatchewan.
Offside, Saskatchewan number 90. First down repeated.
Yeah, no question about it. Paul Spicer was lined up offside and then left early. So really could have been. Now you watch Paul Spicer. First of all, he's lined up offside right now. And then just before the snap of the ball, he got a little closer. Should have got 10 yards for that one.
Offside twice. Now only 5. But a 1st and 5 for the Cats. McManus hands off. Archie Amerson with the ball and not getting a whole lot.
Paul Spicer just made up for it. What a great job of reading the play and being right there on the spot to make Archie Amerson put the brakes on in a hurry. I mean, Paul Spicer, after a mistake, says, okay, I'm going to cut in here and I'm going to stop this one in its tracks. Watch the read. He is in the backfield, reads it perfectly, and Amerson has to slam on the air brakes.
So now we'll call it 2nd and 5 out of the shotgun. McManus over to the side. Darren Flutie with a rare catch this evening. Been a tougher game for him, but he does get the first down on a pickup of 7 yards. The sticks move.
And Darren Flutie keeps checking those gloves. He dropped one earlier in the game on a post pattern down the middle. It was a deep ball, and he was wide open and dropped the ball. Has come back, caught a couple here in the second half, and that one keeps the sticks moving for Hamilton.
That tandem has been together a long time in BC, in Edmonton, and now in Hamilton. They've had a lot of success this year, but they haven't hooked up very well tonight. McManus throwing again, looking deep. Touchdown Hamilton. A beautiful catch by Andrew Gregg.
Wow, I mean, it was a perfectly executed play for Hamilton. Grigg makes the big catch. McManus puts it right on the money. But you know what the great thing that Andrew Grigg did on the play is that he didn't put his hands up too early. When wide receivers go down the deep route, sometimes they have a tendency to stick their hands out when the ball's in the air. Andrew Grigg keeps running. Now watch this. Right at the last minute, he shoots those hands up. Eric Sutton is the corner. He's running beside Andrew Grigg, looking at his hands. When the hands go up, he puts his hands up. Grigg waited long enough, and Sutton had no chance.
And finally, the Tiger Cats find the end zone on the touchdown by Andrew Grigg, and it's converted by Paul Osbaldiston. So they answer appropriately after Saskatchewan had scored on them, shifting the momentum back, and a reason for Ron Lancaster finally to be a little happier tonight.
Well, he's happy because his quarterback had time to throw, and when you give Danny McManus time to throw the football, he can do this to you in a hurry. And right away, he has brought Hamilton back to respond to the Tunkara touchdown for Saskatchewan. You see how Grigg just put his hands up at the end? That is a sign that a guy is coming into his own as a receiver. He's starting to get enough experience to take his game to the next level, and Andrew Grigg has been the pleasant surprise for Ron Lancaster in Hamilton this season.
So Lancaster's Tiger Cats get it back to within 8 points. 6:58 to go until quarter time. And Paul Osbaldiston to kick it off from the 35 into that wind. It just dies up there in the air, comes down to the 25. It's bobbled. Tyrell Ulmer lost control of the ball and does fall on it back at the 31. A reminder, after the game, we will bring you the TSN Turning Point, brought to you by Super 8. Life is great. That's when has the football. Sarkisian will scrimmage from his own 31. Last time they had it, they drove down, and Sarkisian hit Usman Tunkara for a touchdown. They gave him 24 points on the night. They lead by 8 now. Under pressure, fires, intercepted. Calvin Tiggle. Another big break. Hamilton, he's still on the move, and he rumbles out at the Saskatchewan 20. Talk about your turning points, perhaps.
Well, you're right, Rod. I mean, no question about this. This could be the one that they'll look back on here in Saskatchewan. Calvin Tiggle was just flowing to the football as Sarkisian rolls out. This is what happens now. Calvin Tiggle right here is going to drop, and as Sarkisian rolls, he moves to the left with him. And I think it was just a ball that was thrown in behind the intended target. You see how Calvin Tiggle will start to slide? Now he starts to move. He's going to roll to the left with them. Keep moving over there. That ball was just thrown in behind Don Narcisse, and Tiggle is the first guy to cut him off to the football.
And the first big mistake for Steve Sarkisian. We'll see exactly how costly it is. Ronald Williams up the middle again. Another big gain. He takes it down to the 6-yard line. 15 yards.
You know, I was joking with Ron Lancaster about his running game and how he loves to throw the football. You know, quarterbacks always love to throw the football. And he said, you know, it's true. I mean, we need to involve Ronald Williams and Archie Amerson in the running game. But if you check the stats, we do attempt a lot of runs. And so I did that. At times rushed by Hamilton. They're 4th in the league. So they do run the football. It just doesn't look like it all the time.
Boy, they're running it well tonight, and they run it again here. Ronald Williams, touchdown, Ticats. And with a convert pending, it could be a 14-point turnaround for Hamilton to cut this lead to just 1.
Wow, when you're watching a CFL game, don't blink, or you could miss 14 points. I mean, holy smokes, just within very short amount of time, the Ticats have 14 points on the board. This is the play, a little toss to Ronald Williams, and he's deep enough to be able to read the blocking and cuts back at the appropriate time and finds himself in the end zone.
Well, there's still lots of time, but the Ticats, obviously within 2, might as well go for the tie because they're still within a field goal of the win. So they go for the 2, and they get it. Wow. Darren Flutie takes it from Danny McManus, and all of a sudden it is a 24-24 game.
Well, Darren Flutie likely got a choice route here, and what that means is it's up to Darren Flutie to decide. If the defensive back plays you inside, you break out. If he plays you outside, you break in. That's how Tyrell Ulmer was on the inside. Flutie went out and caught the football.
And a silence falling over Chili Taylor Field tonight. Just moments ago, it was 24-9 Saskatchewan in control after the Tunkara touchdown. Well, lots of time. 5:11 in the third quarter, but Jim Daly's Roughriders have a game now.
You always wonder, you always talk about coaches staying calm on the sideline, and Ron Lancaster, one of the best in the business at just staying calm no matter what the situation, because that's how fast it can turn around for you, especially in the CFL. Stay calm, stick with your game plan. Danny McManus has done it, Ron Lancaster has done it, and all of a sudden it's a 24-all ball game.
Well, you see the smile a bit on McManus's face, but with Lancaster he could be up by 30 or down by 30, and you'd never know. Right now he's tied. And fired up coverage there by the Ticats. Jared Smith, product of the University of Waterloo, in on the tackle there after a 13-yard return.
Well, I think that Danny McManus was smiling on the sideline because of this play. When you're a quarterback and you get plays out of your middle linebacker like this and field position that Kelvin Tiggle gave the Hamilton Tiger Cats, you're going to sit back there over on the bench and smile for the rest of the football game, because that set up this touchdown to Ronald Williams, and it's a tie game.
Tremendous game for Williams on the ground as well, and that's been a big part of that Hamilton offense tonight. 24-24. And getting later in the third quarter. What a game we've got here at Taylor Field. Short yardage. Mike Saunders with the ball, but that looks like a more fired up Ticat defense as well.
Well, they definitely fired up. I mean, now they're in a tie football game. They're playing without Joe Mumford, who's on the sideline. Tim Fleiser's had to come in and replace him, and that really sets up two changes for Don Southern, because Joe Mumford usually plays to the wide side of the field. Now what's going to happen is Gonzalo Floyd has to switch to the wide side of the field. Tim Fleiser plays the short side, so it's really made two changes in the defensive line.
2nd and 7. Riders 4 to the right. Sarkisian looking that way. And he's got a man, Dan Farthing. Complete. First down, Saskatchewan. Looking to turn this momentum back their way. They're up close to midfield.
Well, it's good that Steve Sarkisian, if you're a Rider fan, came back and threw that ball, because it was the same type of play that he threw the interception to Calvin Tiggle, rolling to his right and throwing on the run, and this time he hooks up. So that should get his confidence right back where it has to be if Saskatchewan wants a chance to win this football game.
Cal 18 yards. Sorry, Glenn.
Yeah, Cal Murphy's Rod will likely be telling that to Sarkisian. Go back to the same play. It was there.
On the toss to Saunders on first down, gets across midfield, but not much more. A gain of about 2 yards for Saskatchewan. Gerald Vaughn in on the tackle.
Well, Gerald Vaughn had a huge game the last time these two teams played each other. And there's what he did the last time. 8 tackles, couple knockdowns, had a nice pick, and then he got into this game, was playing pretty well, and then he saw a rookie line up on the other side, Ousmane Tounkara. Didn't know a whole lot about him and found himself chasing him into the end zone. So he'll make a mental note on Ousmane Tounkara and play him a little tighter the rest of the night.
88 green and white. Gotcha. Now they go strong to the left. Sarkisian looking over the middle, deep over the middle. Good coverage, though. It's intercepted again. Another good defensive play, and it's Gerald Vaughn with his 5th interception of the season.
Well, there was pressure on Sarkisian. Gerald Vaughn comes up with the interception just as we talk about him, which is nice for him to do that. But a good stun up here. Watch the stun up front by Gonzalo Floyd to come around and down the middle. Takes one step, comes around, and he is open. Sarkisian feels him and has to throw it, adjust his throwing motion, and then he throws it right to Gerald Vaughn. Larry Thompson had no chance to get it. He just has to come up and make the tackle. Because of the pressure from Gonzalo Floyd on the stunt, Sarkisian threw it when he didn't have to. All of a sudden, back-to-back interceptions.
Reggie Slack in that game July 30th at Iberwin Stadium threw 4 interceptions and proved to be very costly in Hamilton's win over the Green Riders as they hand off on first down. And a short gain there for Ronald Williams. But 4 picks, Reggie Slacken actually had a 5th that was called back because of an offside penalty. But now 2 interceptions by Steve Sarkisian, and both costly, one leading to a touchdown.
Well, this is what you want to do when you have to flop your defensive ends. You're going to see Gonzalo Floyd come all the way around on the stunt, right? Now, when you have to flop your ends, because Gonzalo Floyd is usually the short side end, you might as well stunt him a few times, get him into a more comfortable position.
Out of the shotgun, McManus on second down. Gets away from the pressure. Nearly intercepted. That one falls incomplete, intended for Darren Flutie, but Shannon Garrett is there to knock it away.
Yeah, when you're playing on the short side of the field, and because Danny McManus rolled out to that side, you have to throw the ball on time. Danny McManus rolls to the short side, and I think Darren Flutie really just ran out of room. Shannon Garrett didn't have to cover too much ground, so he was standing right beside him and then wins the fight to the football.
So best case scenario for the Riders after the interception, Hamilton will have to punt. Osbaldiston standing at his 20. Larry Thompson back there, as is Tyrell Ulmer. 1:33 to go until three-quarter time in a tie football game, and a low driving kick, and it bounces by Ulmer. Did he touch it? Yes, a flag in the play. I guess he didn't. They're going to call the no yards. It looked like he had touched the ball, and that will be the argument for the Ticats.
Well, they're definitely going to argue it, and they're going to have a conference to see if any of the other officials saw as to whether or not Tyrell Ulmer touched the football.
The Cats thought Ulmer had touched it. They went after it, and then the flag came out for no yards.
Well, both the coaches, Ron Lancaster and Jim Daly, were in a...
No yards. Hamilton 86. First down.
Trevor Shaw was going for it, but he gets penalized. And what could have been another bad break for Jim Daly and a good one for Ron Lancaster. Instead, penalty going against Hamilton.
Well, they were in a heated discussion yesterday, not towards each other, but towards the officials. They were both talking about